everyone. Welcome to Cody's Car Conundrum, where you will hear about car news, car culture, and car talks. Here's your host, Cody Wagner.
What's up, guys? Cody Wagner here, and today we are talking about quite a few things, and this is probably going to be the most interesting thing in this whole podcast. 6-year-olds take pickup for a rec field ride. Yeah, let's just say they completely destroyed we'll say a 2005 era Toyota Tundra. The front end is destroyed. Two 6-year-old children have minor injuries after taking the family vehicle for a joyride. A Newton police statement says the children tried to drive the pickup for 3 blocks around 4:30 p.m., beginning in the 400 block of South Columbus. One child worked the pedals, while the other steered the Toyota Tundra. Man, how many of you guys have thought of that with your sibling? 70-year-old scared to death by Tesla autopilot. Tesla's autopilot system sparked a wave of silly videos on the internet, with owners pushing the systems to its limits for entertaining purposes, even though some of them really aren't that entertaining. Acid green Porsche 918 steals the show at Tarp Marque's in Monaco. 2017 Audi TT RS Coupe and Cabrio tackled the Nürburgring and had a bit of an off as well. Volkswagen Golf R400 rumors surface again. Delicious Autobanchi A112 Abarth auctioned in the USA, and I gotta say, it looks brilliant. I want one! I need one! Which would be your ultimate luxury car? Apparently that's the title for an article. McLaren drops new 675 LT Spider photo gallery. Bugatti Chiron will feel right at home in Monaco. Will the next-gen Mercedes SLC Roadster go front-wheel drive? If it did, then essentially it would be the Miata that never was. And if you want me to cover more on that, you'll have to wait till the next podcast. Oh! Fiat 500 with Pepsi theme customized by Garage Italia Customs. I actually like it. It doesn't look that bad. Flaming Lamborghini Aventador gets the attention of undercover cops in Citroen C4. FCA will build a Tesla Model 3 rival if the compact electric class is profitable. It is! I'm sorry, can I just say, Sergio Marchionne, I don't get it. He's killing off the Dart and the 200, meaning that he's not going to have any compact cars left. Then he's saying they will build a Tesla Model 3 rival if the compact electric car class is profitable. Well, if you didn't completely mess up your 5-year plan and actually stop searching for mergers and actually was working on getting the companies back to, full health, you might actually be able to turn the Dart or a newer Dart into a Tesla Model 3 rival. I just don't get it. It seems because he's also said that he also wants more CUVs and SUVs and trucks in FCA because the cost of gas is low. He's essentially betting their whole life on some trucks and low gas prices. This is very short-sighted of him. This is not a long-term plan because it'll get them short-term money, but it can only do that if gas will stay low enough for vehicles to be rolled out and then get to dealerships within the next few months to possibly next year. That's not a good plan. This seems, to me, like the dumbest idea ever. Because what he's essentially doing is getting rid of cars that can become profitable later, trying to get in cars that may only be profitable for a short bit of time. And the fact is, he also bashed the 200 earlier for not getting a higher, Consumer Reports review because of, lack of rear headroom. And while he had a fairly good reason for doing so, the boss of his own company bashing his own cars does not help sales. He basically killed the 200 before it even got into a fairly long production run. He didn't do anything with the Dart, nor did Mopar with all their concepts for SEMA that they didn't do anything with. We still don't have the RT front end or the split. We don't have anything that Mopar had shown for SEMA. They threw the Dart to the side. I'm sorry, but they brought in the Dart long ago, back in, well, technically 2011. They didn't bring it in, but it was a thing. They brought that car in in 2011, pretty much late, but 2011. So, and from what I remember reading, that was one of their most important cars of the time, because that was a new vehicle. That was the first vehicle to be made with a joint venture between Fiat and Chrysler. It was a new compact car, the first compact car for Dodge for almost a decade. Though one would arguably say the Caliber, because that technically in size could be considered a compact car, but we'll gloss over the caliber. That was, the Dart technically is a concept car brought into life. Because who remembers the 2006 Dodge Hornet? Okay, that Nissan Cube shaped but much better looking compact car. The car that has the same sort of middle roof section as the Jeep Renegade. Okay, who remembers that? It was silver. It had I believe, a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine with 174 horsepower. All that. That was called the Dodge Hornet. The Dart originally was going to be called the Dodge Hornet. So technically, I'm stretching the technicality quite a bit, but technically, the Dart, think of it this way. The Hornet is the older brother of the Dart, and then the Dart came into light. It's like that. The Dart is what became of the Hornet. But as I was saying, that was one of their most important vehicles back in 2012, and they made a lot of promises, 9-speed transmission in 2012. They were going to do a 9-speed transmission in a compact car before 9 speeds were cool. You know that meme saying, "Oh, I was liking stuff on Facebook before it was cool," or anything like that. Well, they were gonna do that before it became cool. They were gonna do that before the hybrid trend came along in 2014. They were gonna do all that before it. It didn't happen. The Dart never got that 9-speed that was promised, and it did get the 41 mpg, but only with the Aero model, which on one hand is kind of disappointing, but on the other hand kind of makes sense. Then you had all those Mopar SEMA concepts. There's thousands of them. They said this, and this. They said all this. What happened? Nothing. Thousands of promises were made. Thousands of promises were killed. They were broken. And that's wrong. They said stuff like, oh, well, this is one of the most important cars of the time, and that was one of their first new cars that they had made back in 2012, and it completely threw it aside. And now it's about to get simplified to 3 models. And how long have I been ranting on? Wow, I am over. Anyway, we'll continue this discussion after the break and continue on with the news. Anyway, I'll see you then. As I was saying, is that they threw the Dart aside, kicked it to the curb, and what did we get? Nothing. They threw it aside. They don't care about the Dart anymore. They don't care about the 200. And I don't get it. I don't get it. They said 2012, one of the most important cars of the time, for Chrysler, blah, blah, blah. The Dart could have been something great. The Dart was something that Chrysler needed. And while it did go on for, a considerable amount of time, we're not getting a new Dart, supposedly. Well, I say that. The new Dart. Wait a minute! Oh my gosh! I just realized something. I was about to say that we hadn't gotten that Dart SRT as of yet. But I just remembered something. In the 5-year plan, let me go look it up for a second. I'll continue talking so you don't have to hear silence. In the 5-year plan, I believe it said that the Dart would get redone as a new vehicle. If you think about it, old vehicles always stop production before the new ones. Well, if you think about it, they're stopping the current Dart to get short-term money, which is still a dumb idea nonetheless, but think about it. If they're stopping the Dart to get some other vehicles, oh wait. Anyway, hold on, before I do that. Stopping production of the old Dart, then they can work on the new one, and improve on the old one in its absence. They'll have more time to develop it. That's interesting. Because if you think about it, well, I say that. Some vehicles continue on when the new vehicles come, okay? But the Dart's not like that. That's it, though. They're stopping the Dart. Then the new Dart will come along. Hopefully it'll come along. Then we'll get the SRT4. I just figured out something really important. Now. I've got a bit of good news. It's not really, You're probably wondering what the good news is. Technically, in the 5-year plan, this year we're supposed to get a new Dart in the 6th month of 2016. So technically by June. That's not going to happen at all. Because if it's going to take 18 months to kill the Dart, that means, whoa, it's going to be late. Essentially, what that means is we're probably, if we do get a new Dart, it'll be in 2017. Now, that's kind of a bad thing in the sense of FCA starting to get known for delays, but at the same time, that's kind of not a bad thing, because they'll have more time to develop it, and hopefully make a better vehicle than the one that they currently have. Here's where I was going with what I said earlier. I remembered an article that I read saying that FCA is going to try and look to competitors' cars to just base the Dart and the 200 off of. And hopefully, gain a bit of profit off of that. So in terms of the Dart right now and the 200, it's very, very sketchy. Interestingly, though, supposedly we're supposed to get a refresh for the Durango 2017, and we're supposed to get a new sedan and hatch in 2018. Now that could probably happen as of maybe. I don't know though. With the way things are currently going, they're really not doing that good. Especially since they're killing off the 200, they can't do that refresh that was supposed to happen in 2017. And then we're supposed to get the 100 sedan this year, which is probably not going to happen. The only thing that we did get in terms of the 5-year plan for this year is the Chrysler Pacifica and the FEV. Again, if I'm saying that wrong, please let me know down below. I'm so annoyed. When I saw that 5-year plan last year, I was so excited for this year. I was like, yes, finally, blah, 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 this and this and this, and it's just not happening. And apparently we're supposed to get a new Journey/CUV this year as well for 7/16, which will be July. I'm not sure that's going to happen either. Such a shame. Anyway, Rumble of Dodge Spot makes for good eye candy, apparently, from what I'm reading. Actually, no. I have seen the video. It is very good eye candy, and it is a very good video. I suggest you check it out. And no, this is not sponsored or promotional in any way. Something nature and car likes designed the perfect defender. Aston Martin racers to wear celebratory handcrafted badges for the 2016 WEC season. 2017 Subaru WRX STI updated with new safety features, priced from $35,195. BMW adds GoPro integration into Lap Timer app. Wow, that's actually pretty beast. Global NCAP asks GM to approve South American cars after 0-star ratings. Jaguar Land Rover launches in-motion technology startup. New Ford Focus RX gets dirty during Portugal test. It kind of looks good, but it also looks way too wide. TechArt shows off carbon line mods from 911 GT3 RS. 991, obviously. Volkswagen passenger car sales dropped by 1.3% in the first quarter. Jen has slams critics, calls them whiners. That's interesting. Audi crashed a 2017 TTRS prototype on the Nürburgring. Restored Rambo Lambo LM002 is the V12 SUV never knew you wanted. Looks pretty awesome as well. Almost 400,000 people have reserved a Tesla Model 3. One-off Subaru WRX STI time attack set for Isle of Man TT record attempt. Man accuses Audi service tech of snorting cocaine and driving his car at reckless speeds. I didn't watch the video, so I can't tell you for sure. First 991 Stinger GTR in the US poses for pics. It's a Porsche, essentially. Alfa Romeo takes us for a 360-degree sideways lap in the new Giulia QV. Volkswagen Beetle set to bite the dust in 2018. Or is it? Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay, that's enough singing for this podcast. New Jeep 75th anniversary range goes on sale in the UK. Aston Martin Vantage GT8 breaks cover, priced from €165,000. Now I can't translate that because I don't know what euros is into dollars. Brazil's Fiat Mobi has the Renault Quid in its sights. Audi RS6 versus Merc E63S shows just how quick these super sedans really are. Sorry, super wagons. Koenigsegg promises to break the Nürburgring record, but just not yet. We need to wait, let things settle down, this and that, and yeah. Bespoke Ferrari California T pays tribute to the famous 250 SWB. 2017 Porsche 911 GT3 RS gets bigger 4.2-liter flat 6 and may get a manual too. Volvo's XC90 T8 takes advantage of other cars in new highway robbery spot. What is that? Is that a ripoff of the Prius one that everyone has seen? That's Mercedes diesels gunned by U.S. owners. Lawsuit filed over emissions. 2017 Subaru Forester game provides styling and more safety features. Refreshed Mercedes CLA Coupe and Shoot and Brake available for order in Germany. Honda S2000 driver's reaction to broken wheel is awesome, which is terrible. Electric car registrations reach record highs in the UK. Lexus chief engineer shares thoughts on LC500H. Now we will take a brief break, and I will see you after the break. And we are back now. 2017 Mercedes AMG GLC 63 roars its V8 in new spy video. Is Mercedes-Benz G500 4x4 coming to the US? Who knows? Bugatti recalls Veyron hypercars twice for fuel indicator and corrosion issues. 1,000 horsepower Apollo Aero handled like a baby during Monaco delivery. Long wheelbase XFL becomes first Chinese-built Jag. Mercedes celebrates 20 years since SLK premiere. 2017 Ford Escape arrives in May with Ford Pass service and Apple CarPlay. Ken Block and Hoonigan Racing unveil Ford Focus RX liveries by Felipe Pantone. New Renault Tailsman estate detailed in 98 images. Skoda and VW toast to successful 25-year partnership. New Datsun Ready Go is India's Renault twin-based crossover. Infiniti releases first QX Sport inspiration SUV concept teaser. BMW drops new gallery of M4 GTS and its E30, E36, and E46 M3 predecessors. Lamborghini Huracan understeers in gravel bank. Driver says he meant to do that. Chinese-made Cadillac XT5 launched locally. Holden Spark earns 5-star rating from ANCAP or ANCAP. This bespoke Luft Auto Porsche 911 Rally sold for $275,000. Here's what a 750 horsepower BMW V10 BMW 1 Series sounds and goes like. Holy. Many considering sedan model for US and China. Lamborghini spy testing hotter Huracan. Could be the Superleggera. Confirmed 2017 Porsche 911 GTS facelift coming with 3-liter twin-turbo 6. Gosh, man, I ran that together. Drag bikes take off on full boost. Literally. He's doing more than a wheelie, he's doing an oh no-y. Man, that was worse than everything else I've said before. Tesla Model X Gay 75D entry-level version replaces 70D. Carlos Sainz thinks Red Bull's RB12 quicker than Mercedes in corners. That could be very true, but by how much is the real question. Mercedes AMG GT family to expand with GTR, Black Series, and Roadster. Land Rover Defenders becomes a favorite among thieves in the UK. Wow, that is a shame. Check out Tesla's hidden Mario Kart autopilot mode. Ford launches GT Online Configurator. Starts taking orders. 2017 Lincoln Continental reportedly priced from $46,000. Liverpool FC boss Jurgen Klopp promotes Insignia's ACC system. New Aston Martin Vantage GT does its Nürburgring Tour duty. And yes, I'm going backwards, so that came before what I said earlier. SsangYong UK offering half-price upgrades on Turismo MPV. New Top Gear show confirmed to air on Netflix. Toyota's student-designed U-Box concept is aimed at Gen Z consumers. Opel Insignia diesel travels over 2,100 km on one tank of fuel. Zodiac brushes off Porsche will debut SR8 Macan copy at China Auto Show. Man, that is a shame. Is this guy serious? Porsche 911 are priced at $1.1 million on eBay. Watch Volvo's FH16 truck and I-shift system haul 750 tons of weight. That is incredible. 2017 Audi S5 Sportback spied, and this one is coming to the US. Oh yes, can't wait for that. That's gonna be awesome. BMW celebrates 2 million F10 5 Series models sold since 2010. Pre-Audi era Lamborghini Diablo rear-wheel drive is your 1990s dream car. Ford F-150 shatters rivals in IHS crash tests, grabs top safety pick. Lexus has sold over 1 million hybrid vehicles in 11 years. Tesla announces first recall for Model X. Citroen's new C62 flagship for China is dull as dishwater. Doesn't look like it to me, it looks brilliant. Soccer stars become Nissan race drivers for a day. Tagging up airbag modules cause another Honda Accord recall. Tagging, what are you doing? Henrik Fisker and Benetti unveil Fisker 50 concept super yacht. Yep, a super yacht. Wow. 2017 Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo is a sleek estate. Kinda looks like what would happen if an elephant was a car, though. Audi RS3 sedan will debut this year in the US with 2.5 liter. Could debut this year in the US with 2.5 liter turbo. 2016 Dodge Dart lineup down to 3 models. This is what I was saying earlier. Price from $17,995. AC Schnitzer tuned BMW i8 on display at Abu Dhabi dealership. Aston Martin brings AM37 powerboat design concept to Milan. Now, more on that Model X recall. Tesla Motors' all-new SUV has been subjected to a recall, as the company announced that it will replace the third row of seats in certain units. The automaker has performed 15 tests on the particular seats for the U.S. market, and no problems were discovered. But when the 16th model was made to get the Model X ready for the European market, the issue was identified. According to Autoblog, which is quoting Tesla's president of sales and service, John McNeil, there's a problem with the locking hinge used to fold the third row seats forward, as the latch failed during testing and the seats flipped forward. More testing were made by Tesla to confirm the failure before announcing the recall. As it happens, there are roughly 2,700 units of the Model X, and pay attention to this bit, assembled before March 26, 2016, subjected to their first safety campaign. Most of them have already been delivered to U.S. customers who will be contacted by the manufacturer to be informed of the issue. The repair consists of replacing the third row seats made by Futurious, something that will take about 2 hours at a Tesla service center. It is estimated that all SUVs will be repaired over a 5-week course. Despite the recall, Futurious remains a supplier, as McNeil said, adding that the Model X doesn't have to be recalled under U.S. safety standards, as the EU test is different in its method and the strength it measures. Although the NHTSA has yet to test the Model X, the automaker will process the safety campaign through its channels. It's official! 2017 Tesla Model S facelift, and they've ruined it, to me. Like, it doesn't look bad, but they got rid of the cool grille that it had, and so that was just such a flat design. 2017 Acura ILX on sale from $27,990. Hennessy Venom GT Spider beats Bugatti, becomes world's fastest convertible. 2017 Mercedes AMG E63 spec sheet says it'll have up to 612 PS. I don't know what PS is. Volkswagen teases more powerful 2017 Polo R WRC with a sketch. New Toyota Passo is the most frugal petrol model in Japan, and it actually looks pretty adorable. I love it. Chery shows electric crossover coupe concept for Beijing show. The Nautical Wraith is a roller inspired by luxury yachts. It's already a land yacht. We don't need. It seems Ford blocked Tesla's use of Model E name to create its own line of EVs and BEVs. Probably said that wrong again. ABT celebrates 120 years with special anniversary editions. 2017 Range Rover Sport SVR facelift to get a power boost. I mean, that's going to be really interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I'll see you all later.
You have just listened to Cody's Car Conundrum. Be sure to join us every Sunday. You can subscribe to Cody's YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/ViperForLifeACR. Be sure to get Cody's books on Amazon at www.amazon.com/E/B0199K X72Z8. If you have any questions or would like to become a sponsor, send an email to drtaffy777@gmail.com and put sponsor in the subject line. Be sure to follow Cody here so you don't miss any episodes. Bye until next time.